Made it here to the job of the day. This morning we're starting off with a small trimming, and then after here we have 2 more jobs we need to go knock out. The one after here is 3 trees we're going to be removing, and then after that we have to remove a couple more trees. In this area here we're only removing these couple bushes, this one, that one. We're completely removing this 3rd one here behind the basketball hoop. You can see Bernardo's here trimming this one bush. This is the main concern here. We have to remove basically half of this bush here, trim this whole side up, leave it all nice and clean. Then the whole top area is going to have to get trimmed. We have to see how we could get up there. We have the bucket with us, chipper with us. We might use the bucket to get to the top of this. We were thinking to just use the mini so we can grab the top, but we'll see what we'll do. Bernardo's already knocking out this side section, then we'll go around, and then we got to knock out the top. The customer said it doesn't have to be perfect. We just have to trim it the most we can. Obviously leave it somewhat nice. You can see Bernardo's already knocking out this whole section here. It doesn't look as big from that side, but you can see just how big this whole bush is. The guys are there trimming what they can. I'm about to set up the bucket truck there in the driveway just so that Edward could get the top of it. We're gonna go about halfway down, so hopefully he could grab everything with the bucket truck. There's really no easy way to get the top of that, so hopefully he could grab it with the bucket truck. Got the bucket truck all set up. You can see Jonathan grabbed as much as he could with that trimmer there. He's gonna go around that way. The bucket truck might not reach all the way to over there. That's about the height that we're gonna leave it all around. The customer says she doesn't really care how it looks. She just wants to leave it at about halfway. That's about halfway there. We removed this bush here, and then we also have to remove these 2 here, and that's about it. Once we knock this out, we'll move on to the next job. I'm gonna set up the camera on time lapse just so you guys can see the whole process of the bush getting trimmed up. We're about halfway done with this bush here. Still got that section right there. Then we still got to pick up everything, clean everything up. You can see Jonathan's in the section right there, standing on a bucket. Alvarado's gonna see if he could get that whole section there with the bucket. And then Mexico's there trying to grab that one section there. We're all done with the trimming. We did the best we could. The guys are cleaning up all these small branches here. We're gonna chip everything up, clean up all the driveway. Grass is all cleaned up already. The whole section here is all cleaned up. We're gonna walk around just so you guys can see how big the bush really was. So it goes over here all the way up to that one tree there. All the way around. It's all the way around. Back up here to the fence. It goes all the way down to where the driveway was. So we tried our best to clean it up, clean this whole area up, leave it all nice and clean. We removed those 2 trees there. We're gonna finish cleaning everything up, and we're gonna head out of here to the next job. We're all done here. You can kind of see it from here. Cleaned up all the driveway, road, got everything all loaded up. We're all ready to go. Now we're gonna head over to the next job. That's a dead end right there. I mean, it's not even a circle to turn around. So we're just gonna back up all the way back up to the customer. Either way, we only drove not even a minute down. And the guys got it though. They know exactly what they're doing. Turn the chipper around, and then I'll get this trailer turned around, head out of here. Jonathan with the bucket's already out. He's up there in the front somewhere. All right, we're gonna head out of here to the next job. We're gonna be removing these 2 trees here. We're gonna set up the bucket truck right here, just so he could get up there, toss this one down. This one we're just gonna drop. We gotta do both stumps. All the wood is staying, but we gotta chip up all the branches. Bucket's all set up. Bernardo's getting ready to get started. Once he's done there, we'll take the bucket out. We'll back up the chipper, set it up right there. I'm actually gonna go grab us some lunch, so I'm gonna set up the camera there on time lapse while the guys knock these trees out. When I get back, we'll clean everything up, chip everything up, and we'll head over to the next job.
Oh my god, you're so cute! You're so cute! You gotta go back inside.
Cuidado, sí, dile, tira el maje que lo meta dentro.
done with all the bigger branches from this side here, also the one on the left side there. Just got a bunch of cleanup left to do. The customer's keeping all the wood. I have to stack it up along that fence over there. Right now I'm gonna set up the camera on time lapse just so I can quickly pick up all this wood, get it all stacked up over there, knock this all out so we can head out of here. Up all the logs from over there. Jonathan's finishing up with a little bit of branches. We got to clean up this whole area here. I'm going to start stacking up all the wood. My pop started stump grinding the stump there. He's going to knock that one out. We also got to grind this one. Then we got to clean a little bit out of it out, plan it out, leave it nice and clean, clean up the whole area. Now I'm going to start stacking up all this wood though. I'm going to stack it up the best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Either way, we weren't asked to stack it, but I'm just going to do it just so it looks nice. Get all this wood stacked up here just so it's not such a mess. We're all done here. We moved the trucks already, cleaned up all the driveway, left it all nice and clean. I'm gonna walk around just to show you guys exactly what we got done. Cleaned up the whole grass area, left it all nice and clean. We stacked up all the wood, left that all nice. Stumps were both grinded down, cleaned up both, flanned it out the best we can, passed the blower on all the grass, cleaned up all the branches. We're all set here. Now we're gonna head over to our next job. One of the neighbors actually wanted the chips, so we got it dumped down there. Chipper's all connected up. Truck, mini, stump grinder, all ready to go. Bucket, we're all set. We're gonna head out of here. So our final tree of the day, you can see we already have the bucket set up. That's actually the neighbor's house there. He was nice enough to let us set up the bucket. You can see Bernardo's already up top there. All we're doing here is dropping this tree. We don't got to chip up any of the branches. We don't got to pick up any of the wood. We do have to cut it small for him for about at about 14. Smaller than what we usually cut for firewood, but he says it fits in his fireplace if they're around 14. So that's no issue. We'll cut everything up, clean everything up. We'll move everything out a little bit, and then we'll head out of here. All done with the tree. Now all that's left is to cut all those logs to about 14, which is a little bit smaller than firewood size. Well, what we usually use for firewood. All these branches here, we're just gonna cut them a little bit smaller. Our job here was really just to bring the tree down and cut all the logs, but we'll cut the branches down a little bit smaller. Once we're done with that, we're not moving any of this. We're just cutting it all, leaving it all here, and then we're gonna head out of here, call it a day. We're all done here. Cut everything up into smaller pieces, all the branches, everything. Use that all for firewood. We're all set here. Now we're gonna head back to the shop, call it a day. Alrighty, boss, you have a good one, okay? We also did an extra tree here. That's why there's this mess here. Also cut everything up into firewood, cut all the branches for him, just so it's easier. Like I said before, our job was only to bring the trees down. We cut it up just for him, just so it's easier for him. Also, these branches we weren't really even supposed to touch. Cut them up for him. The guys are all ready to go. We're gonna head back to the shop, call it a day. It's already pretty late, so we're gonna head home, call it a day. Made it back here to the shop. We're all done for the day. It's a real long day, but we got everything done. Just want to thank anybody who took their time out of the day to watch the video. Questions, any comments, any tips for me, leave them down below. Catch you guys next time.